Good morning and welcome to the April 11th meeting of the Environmental Facilities Corporation's Board of Directors. Chaired by our own Chair Sagos. If I may take the call.
Please.
Certainly. Chair Sagos.
Present.
Secretary Rodriguez.
Present.
Director Westerman. Present. I note for the record that Director Corcoran is not with us. Director DeMarquis. Present. Director Corcoran, can you hear us? All right.
Present.
He is present now. Director Krasansky.
Present.
And last but never least, Director Zarofsky.
I'm here, although I wish I was there.
I know.
Feelings mutual.
Mr. Chair, we have a quorum of the board.
Thank you. And then we move to the minutes, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Has everyone seen the minutes? And if so, can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So
Make
moved.
Second. Any comments on that? Okay. No comments or discussion. Seeing none, can I have a vote to adopt by all directors who were at the March meeting?
Aye.
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 The ayes have it, and the motion passes. The minutes are approved. On to item 3, report of the chair. Well, I guess that's me. I will be brief. I've had the honor of being in state service since 2012. Those were some lean years in the beginning, coming out of the last great financial crisis, and really after decades of disinvestment in the environment. And I'm really proud to see where we are today. Proud of what the legislature and the governor were able to agree upon, and extraordinarily proud of what this corporation has been able to do. We had some very significant intervening legislative actions, which brought really extraordinary amount of resources to the state. Clean Water Infrastructure Act being very noteworthy, of course, that's being debated again this year. But to have gone from unsubscribed loans with the SRF in the mid 2000s, undersubscribed, to now where we are setting records because of the amazing amount of grant money that's coming out of New York State. So matching those grants and loans together, bringing all those federal dollars, of course, in as well because of the surge of investment. I mean, this is a renaissance period right now in environmental investment, and you all are at the front of it. And I'm so excited to see where this will go, continue to go. I think we have all collectively reprioritized the environment as a centerpiece of the state's economic outlook, right? The two cannot be split, really. A clean environment and healthy economy are really one and the same. So this corporation, the EFC, and its great people are so well poised to continue that growth. I want to thank you all for being such great friends and partners over the years. We agreed more than we disagreed. We had some spirited discussions. Jeff did a great job representing me here, but always kept me really posted as to what was going on at EFC, all the debates that the board was having. And I think served me very well, served our agency very well. It's been a great honor to serve alongside some incredible fellow commissioners and secretary as well at this level, to make sure that we are bringing our respective agencies to bear, our expertise to bear in this setting. And I'll just thank my old friend, Maureen, I wouldn't say old friend. Many years. It was funny, I was doing Errol Lewis interview the other day, and I said something. He said, "You sound like an old man." I was like, I think I am now. Or will be. But Maureen's done an incredible job, starting when I first knew her at DEC and coming up to the chamber, being a great counsel up there, and coming down here for many years now, leading this great corporation. So I want to thank you for adhering to this mission of this corporation and running it so well over the years and bringing on a really fantastic staff. So this is for you and for all of your amazing staff and the rest of the board. Thank you very much, and keep up the great work. Those are the thank you.
Thank you, Basil.
Those are the remarks that I wish to make. So let's go to number 4, President's report.
So I have a couple things. I wanted to welcome Ashley Doherty, who's the Assistant Secretary for Environment in the Executive Chamber. who I just said earlier is not here for us. I think he's probably here for Basil and maybe.
For you guys too.
But, and then also obviously to welcome Basil, who's in his last week. And so we're so happy he took second to last day, and we're happy he took the time to be here. And Secretary Rodriguez, who is also here, I'm assuming for Basil, but has also come to some of our meetings. And to congratulate him as well, who effective May 8th will be leading Dormitory Authority. So that's exciting. So congratulations. And finally, off the screen, you might be able to see him over to the side, is also Jim Tierney, Deputy Commissioner of Water. He's here.
Wow.
Deputy Commissioner of Water, who is at DEC, who also will be leaving by the end of the week. And he too has been a partner with EFC and has really worked with us and staff to get a number of projects over the finish line.
Jim, I'm sorry I didn't see you over there. I would have called you out specifically if I could use chair's protocol. Use chair's protocol to go back to item 3, because I just had to interrupt item 4. Jim has been more than just my right hand on water issues. A total visionary, been fighting for years to prioritize EFC's and DEC's water missions, and has been just an outstanding public servant, really. Dating back to the years before you were with the state, worked with the AG's office and before that even. So, Jim, thank you for all you did. You're an inspiration. You leave a hell of a legacy. Thanks.
Thank you.
We're gonna miss them. No.
Thank you.
Secretary, you'll still be around in a capacity, and just down the street. We were talking about from EFC. So, and then I have 2 quick things to report. EFC closed 717 million in bonds for New York City Municipal Water Authority on April 2nd. And we've added the May and December Finance Committee meetings to the calendar to facilitate a refunding and allow for a later pricing date for the pool. I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
The only thing to add is just in the bond sale, we saved $25 million in present values for New York City, and also delivered an additional $106 million in subsidy to New York City over the next 30 years. So pretty significant numbers. That sale.
Great.
It's one of our largest transactions.
It is our largest.
It was our
transaction.
largest, yeah.
We were at CIFA last week, and a number of people raised it as well. They were aware we had done the bond sale. Pretty excited.
Yeah, it's significant nationally. Yep.
They also were not happy. The Iowa and LSU game, the little dig that Albany got. So right, that
They
as
stood
well.
up for us.
They did.
Great.
Okay.
Well done?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go to number 5, committee report. The audit committee met today, right?
We did. We approved the minutes from December 7 last year. Jeff and Grace from KPMG just gave a presentation about the audit plan. And so we had a good meeting. That's it.
Great. Well said, thank you. On to unfinished business. Like, any unfinished business? No, never. All right, let's go to 7. ID 1. Number 1. Okay, good. Carry on, Secretary.
Resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation expressing gratitude and appreciation to Commissioner Basil E. Zagos for exemplary dedication and service to the corporation.
Thank you.
Okay.
Everyone wants to make a motion, let's face it.
I will note from the record that the commissioner will be recusing himself.
I'll make
I was
them.
gonna object.
Everyone wants to make the motion.
Secretary Rodriguez got here first. Who would like to second?
Universal second.
Universal.
That's why you have to break the ice.
Good.
Letting me to do it.
All approved.
Okay.
Okay,
Get to your again.
okay, I'll come to you.
So I have the privilege of presenting to the board the resolution for Commissioner Sagos for his, just to our gratitude and heartfelt appreciation for the service that you've given to EFC, the support of our mission, and not only what we do here at EFC, but all of our people. You've been here. Everybody at EFC is just so thankful that you've been here for us for how long you've been here. A little bit after I got here
Yeah.
in May of 18.
Years, yeah.
18. And as you had said, we worked together in the chamber when I was assistant counsel and you were deputy secretary. And it was a lot of hard work, but it was a lot of fun at times. And
Times,
and right,
different days.
it was all budget was interesting, but we worked together right before we both moved to DEC and EFC on the Water Infrastructure Act of 2015,
Mhm.
which was $400 million for water grants. And since then, the billions of dollars in investment, right? You have the Clean Water Infrastructure Act with $5 billion, and with the governor's budget, $5.5 billion, and then the $4.2 billion bond act, which has, I don't know how much money for water, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars for water, and everything you've done just for the people of the state of New York and for the environment and for all of us here. So couldn't be more proud to thank you and to have worked with you for so many years. So you don't need it, but I'm gonna wish you the best of luck for whatever you pursue in the future. And thanks again. I'm gonna miss you.
Thanks, Frank. Me too. Thank you.
Would
All
anyone
approved?
like to discuss?
I'm just going to say simply thank you for everything you've done for so long and all of your advocacy in so many ways for the environment, for the board, for me personally. Thank you so much for all of your work.
Thank you again.
Basil, it's been a honor and a privilege to work with you, and I thank you for not only your service to the state of New York, but also your service to our country. You'll be missed, and we hope you'll keep in touch.
I hope you're not going too far, my friend.
I'll be proximate. Yep, not too close.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great. I'd like to take an opportunity just to say, Basil, you have been a tremendous friend, but also a leader in the state of New York on environmental issues. And you make reference to the lean years, and I had the opportunity to experience many of those lean years from the legislature. But one of the things that is clear in the transformation and the commitment that the DEC and EFC has had is to making sure that we always provided resources for municipalities and localities that need it. And I think it's taken a little while, but when you see the impact that it has and how EFC's portfolio has grown and the impact in places like Webster, New York, or other places where literally one of the first things they ask for, and I'll say it's not downtown revitalization, because they recognize they can't do downtown revitalization with DOS unless they got water sewer.
Yep.
Unless they have clean drinking water and some sewer capacity, and that's the thing that they need, in order to be able to take that next step. So fundamentally, the shift that has happened in terms of, in environmental conservation, in terms of investing in infrastructure, in terms of supporting environmental protection funds, which had been rated historically for a long time,
Right.
and now are almost deemed untouchable,
Right.
and have grown, does not come without that stewardship from the inside, in terms of changing the philosophical viewpoint on what environmental investment and infrastructure should look like. And then as the leader of this organization. And so that is a testament. 9 years is unheard of, in commissioner land. And the work that he's done, the goodwill. I mean, the governor will have her own remarks, but for us, we have always considered him to be that Iron Man. And the truth is, the personal sacrifices that he's made, with managing family, managing active duty and doing this job has clearly, puts him on a level of mutual respect that we all have as colleagues, but also, certainly clearly recognize that he's been a beacon of leadership for us through good and bad times. And I just want to say, I am grateful for your service. We are all grateful for your service. And I might not make the party tonight, Basil, so I'm going to get all my love out right now and say thank you, my friend,
Thank you,
for
Rob.
everything you've done for the
Thank
state
you
of
so
New York
much.
and for me personally.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Amen.
I'll just add to that and just say, again, and keeping EFC front and center, these activities through good times and bad. It's true. It's a big state, a lot going on, but making sure that people focus on this when the focus has to be on this. And we've seen the trajectory of it. So made a huge difference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Great.
Appreciate it. Thank you all.
And I'll just briefly, I know Dr. McDonald isn't here and everybody's already given great accolades. You and I haven't worked together a lot, but I've worked quite a bit with all of your staff, on protecting drinking water, protecting wastewater, and how those two intersect. And so on behalf of Dr. McDonald, I want to thank you for your service and wish you luck in your next steps.
Thanks very much. Please share my thanks with the good doctor and all the staff that we've had a chance to be in the trenches with over the last decade.
Yeah.
Hoosick Falls is my earliest memory. Look where we are now. National standards. It's amazing.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I have a vote approving the
Mhm.
Resolution.
resolution, I guess, as it were.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
It was a robust discussion, so you never know.
Discussion.
Congratulations.
All right, thanks, everybody. Let's move on to the real work. I appreciate your very heartfelt remarks. It means a lot to me. May the secretary introduce number 2?
A resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation amending prior authorization for financial assistance to be provided by the corporation to the Village of Oxford in connection with the Drinking Water State Revolving Fund.
Okay, I have a motion to adopt the resolution.
I'll make
So
the
moved.
Okay. There's a second? Second? Okay, thank you. Rebecca?
Thank you. This first project is the Village of Oxford in Shenango County. The project includes disconnection of an abandoned open reservoir from the water system, replacement of the valve vault and priority water distribution mains, and replacement of the transmission main in the valve vault to the distribution system. We are seeking authorization to extend the maturity date 18 months to December 31st, 2025. The village's decision to do additional work, including the installation of a telemetry unit and control panel and replacement of leaky water mains on several streets, has extended completion of the project an additional year. The village has confirmed that their current budget is adequate to complete this additional work. Any questions?
Sure. Any discussion or questions on that? Okay, seeing none, can we move to a vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, resolution passes. Madam Secretary?
Certainly.
Great.
A resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation making certain determinations and authorizing certain actions in connection with the Drinking Water State Revolving Fund and authorizing financial assistance payments to certain municipalities to fund eligible drinking water projects from funds appropriated for water infrastructure improvement projects.
Thank you. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion. Second.
Okay, Dave, you're on the hot seat.
Okay, thank you. There are several drinking water projects for the board today. The first one is for the village of Alexandria Bay in Jefferson County. This project will be receiving a Bill General Supplemental Interest-Free Financing, Bill General Sup Grant, and a WIA grant. The project includes replacement of 5,500 linear feet of selected water mains that were original to the system, many 120 years old or older. It includes replacement of the Rockwell Street tank, which was built in 1964, rehab of the Walton Street tank, which was built in the early 90s, both of which have shown signs of deterioration. Project also includes replacement of all service meters throughout the system, which are all past their useful life. It includes upgrades to the treatment plant, including replacement of the existing filtration system, as well as other minor components. This will bring the treatment plant up to current codes and modernize it and improve overall reliability. The next project is for the town of East Fishkill, which is in Dutchess County. This project will receive short-term interest-free financing, short-term market rate financing, and a WIA EC grant. Project is for connection of the existing Hopewell West Water District and Revere Park Water District into other town, existing town districts, which are the Fishkill Plains and Hopewell Hamlet districts. So the Hopewell West Water District has currently just one single well source, which has exceeded the MCL for PFOS. The Revere Park Water District has a source that has determined to be groundwater under the influence of surface water, and also has MCL exceedances for iron and manganese. So both of those systems will be connected into the other town systems, and they will provide reliable and safe source of water for those two systems. The work includes installation of 12,000 linear feet of new and replacement water main, 130 new water meters, as well as hydrants, valves, and other appurtenances. Next project is for the village of Farmingdale in Nassau County. This is for a WIA grant. This is for a new advanced oxidation process, or AOP, a treatment system, and GAC to remove 1,4-dioxane, PFOA, and PFOS at well number 1-3. Next one is for the village of Garden City, also in Nassau County. It's for an EC WIA grant. It's a new AOP and GAC system to remove 1,4-dioxane, PFOA, and PFOS from wells 15 and 16 at the Hilton Park plant. And then we next have the town of Hempstead. They have 7 projects, so they're all for EC, WIA, and WIA, all to address emerging contaminants. So I'm going to go through each one quickly. The first one is new AOP to remove 1,4-dioxane from wells 5 and 6 at the Oak Street plant in the Uniondale Water District. Second one is new AOP and GAC to remove 1,4-dioxane and PFAS from wells 5A and 6B at the Market Lane plant in the Levittown Water District. The third one is new AOP and GAC systems to remove 1,4-dioxane and PFAS, and a new ion exchange system to remove nitrate from wells 1A and 2A at the Hilltop Road plant in the Levittown Water District. Fourth one is new AOP to remove 1,4-dioxane from wells 7A and 8A at the Bowling Lane plant in the Levittown Water District. Fifth one is new AOP to remove 1,4-dioxane from well 13 at the Levittown District plant number 13. Sixth one is for new AOP to remove 1,4-dioxane from wells 6 and 8 at East Meadow Water District. And finally, the final project is a new AOP to remove 1,4-dioxane, new GAC to remove PFOA and PFOS, new nitrate removal system, all to serve wells 7, 11, and 12 at the Roosevelt well fields. Next up is the village of Newark in Wayne County. This is for a Bill General Supplemental Interest-Free Financing, Bill General Supplemental Grant, and a WIA grant. The project will be a new 4 million gallon storage tank to replace an existing open reservoir, the Allerton Hill Reservoir. The work includes appurtenances such as new influent and effluent piping and controls. So it'll be replacing an open air reservoir that is over 70 years old, has reached its useful life, it's in poor condition, and the project overall will improve resiliency and security and protect water quality. Next is the village of Perry in Wyoming County. This is for a Bill General Supplemental Interest-Free Financing, Bill General Supplemental Grant, and a WIA grant. It includes upgrades of their existing treatment plant. That work includes an additional clarifier to increase treatment capacity, replacement of the raw water intake and screens, and replacement of the chemical feed systems and the low lift pumps. The work at the plant will provide needed redundancy and will improve water quality and bring the plant to compliance with current standards. This project also includes rehabilitation of an existing elevated storage tank, which includes recoating the interior and exterior, a new mixing system to address disinfection byproducts, and a new SCADA system for automated controls. The next project is the town of Schreppel in Oswego County. This is for creation of a new water district called the Bancroft Road Water District. The work includes installation of 41,000 linear feet of water main, including hydrants, valves, and meters, in connection to the existing town of Granby system as the water source. This project will provide public water to 216 EDUs, which are currently on private wells that have issues with poor taste, bacteriological issues, and elevated sodium levels. And now we have 3 projects for the Suffolk County Water Authority. They're all receiving WIA grants and will be addressing emerging contaminants. First one is a new AOP system to remove 1,4-dioxane from wells 4A, 5A, and 6 at the Albany well field in the town of Babylon. The next one is a new AOP system to remove 1,4-dioxane from wells 1A and 2 at the Montauk Point State Boulevard site. And the final one is a new AOP system to remove 1,4-dioxane from wells 1, 2, and 3 at the South Spur Drive well field in the town of Huntington. Next up is for the city of Syracuse, Onondaga County. This is for a WIA grant. This project will provide upgrades, which will allow connection of Syracuse's existing Lafayette Super High service area to the Onondaga County Water Authority as a redundant water supply. The work includes installation of 3,000 linear feet of water main, including hydrants and valves and appurtenances, also a new pressure reducing valve, and a new booster pump station. And finally, we have 4 projects for the Water Authority of Western Nassau County, all receiving EC WIA grants and all addressing emerging contaminants. The first one is new AOP and GAC systems to remove 1,4-dioxane, PFOA, and PFOS from well number 20. Second one is a new GAC system to remove PFOA and PFOS from well number 28. Third one is a new AOP and GAC system to remove 1,4-dioxane, PFOA, and PFOS from well number 35A. And the last one is a new AOP and GAC system to remove 1,4-dioxane and PFOA and PFOS from well number 40. That's it. Any questions?
I will just say that is a really impressive amount of investment going into emerging contaminants, which is remarkable. I remember literally weeks after I took this job, PFOA, PFOS, and 1,4-dioxane hit everyone's consciousness, and now we have money going out the door in Long Island. I am very surprised to see it going over a wider area. You know, we talk about, of course, the Grumman plume all the time, but you know, to see some of this preventative work going on elsewhere in Long Island is really reassuring. Just really glad to have this partnership with EFC. DEC is very strong. Thank you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
On screen, Vita?
No, I was saying absolutely. It
Oh.
is good to see so many of those projects over the short time period. I thought I was on mute, just mumbling agreement.
Any other discussion?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, great. Let's move to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. Thank you. Madam Secretary, we move to item 4.
A resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation amending prior authorizations for financial assistance to be provided by the corporation to certain recipients in connection with the Clean Water State Revolving Fund.
Okay, thank you. Can I have a motion on this resolution?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, Rebecca, back to you.
Thank you.
The first project is the Village of Camden in Oneida County. Project involves upgrades and repairs to the existing wastewater treatment plant and collection system. We are seeking authorization to extend the maturity date 2 years to June of 2026. The project was delayed when higher than expected project bids led the village to seek additional outside grant funding. The village was successful in receiving a grant award for the disinfection portion of the project and plan to use the additional time to complete that work. And the second project is the Village of Speculator in Hamilton County. This project involves the planning, design, and construction of improvements to the village's wastewater treatment plant. We are seeking authorization for a funding increase and an extension of the financing maturity date to January 16th of 2026. The additional time and funding are needed to repair the treatment unit's steel baffle walls after deterioration was discovered during construction, and to replace the treatment plant's backup power system. The increase in total project costs of roughly $947,000 will allow the village to maximize its 2018 WIA grant, which is an increase of approximately $200,000 in grant funding, and the balance will be funded with additional subsidized financing. Any questions?
Sorry, just one clarification question on the Camden one. Is the scope the same, or did they get the additional funding for the same scope, or are they piecemealing it out?
It's right now, it's the same scope.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry, I just didn't know if I didn't follow that thread. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Anyone else? Okay. We call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, thank you. Let's move on to number 5. Madam Secretary.
A resolution of the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation making certain determinations and authorizing certain actions in connection with the Clean Water State Revolving Fund and authorizing financial assistance payments to certain municipalities to fund eligible clean water projects from funds appropriated for water infrastructure improvement projects.
Okay, may I have a motion on the resolution?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay. Bill?
All right, good afternoon. Today we have 3 clean water projects before the board for approval. Village of Clifton Springs in Ontario County. It's a new short-term hardship financing of approximately $2.8 million, as well as a $400,000 WIA grant from 2021. The village is adding disinfection to their half million gallon per day wastewater treatment plant. Additionally, they're upgrading some equipment. The facility is approximately 45 years old, and some of the older equipment needs to be replaced. Construction is underway and expected to be complete in October 2024. Next, we have the Village of Red Hook in Dutchess County. It's a long-term interest-free financing of just over $6.1 million. And this project also had a 2017 WIA grant. Residents and businesses in the village previously were on septic systems. The village constructed a new 50,000 gallon per day wastewater treatment plant and a collection system. It's a septic tank effluent collection system, approximately 14,500 linear feet of low pressure sewer. The system serves the village's business corridor and the surrounding residential area. Additionally, the village purchased a 25,000 gallon per day wastewater treatment plant and collection system that serves the Red Hook Commons area in the village. This project was supported by an engineering planning grant from 2013. Construction was complete in 2023. And then finally, we have the Village of Saranac Lake in Franklin County. It's another long-term interest-free financing. Requested authorization is just over $1.4 million. And this project also had a 2015 CWSRF grant for $484,000. Village of Saranac Lake has had issues with sanitary sewer overflows resulting from too much inflow and infiltration in their collection system. The village has been under a consent order with DEC to address the issue. This project included replacement of nearly 3,200 linear feet of gravity sewers, some new storm sewers, and relocation of nearly 1,000 feet of water main. And this project was supported also by an engineering planning grant, and construction was complete in 2022. Are there any questions on these projects?
Any questions or discussion? Okay. Seeing none, let's move to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Okay. The resolution passes. Let's move on to item 8. Is there any new business anyone wishes to raise? Okay. Seeing none, we'll move to adjourn. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved, Mr. Chairman, and
I'll
thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. The next meeting of the board will be on Thursday, May 23rd, 2024 at 12 noon. It will be preceded by a meeting of the Finance Committee at 10:30 and the Governance Committee at 11. So good luck with that.
Good luck to you.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Again, and good luck to you.